Hello and welcome to Flipped Maths with Mrs. Hoog. Today our topic is money, and we are going to be learning about we are learning to round money to the nearest 5 cents or 10 cents, and we are also learning to add money to the nearest 5 cents or 10 cents. So let's start off with some information. Currency is the form of money a country uses to exchange. We have the Australian dollar in Australia, there's also the Japanese yen, etc. in other countries. Money is a form of coins and notes used as a currency. Australian currency, we have cents, which includes 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, and we also use dollars in our currency. So that's things like $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. And as a little conversion, 100 cents equals $1, is the same as $1. 200 cents is the same as $2. 105 cents therefore is the same as $1.05. And notice on here, the dollar and the cents are broken up between the decimal point there. One whole dollar, and then there is 5 cents at the end there. Decimal point, we put a decimal point between the dollars and cents. For example, $2.30 is $2.30, and 30 cents can also, when it's just a little hint there, 30 cents can also be written like this. You may see that sometimes at the shops. That just means 30 cents because it's not a whole dollar, it's in the cents area, it's part of a whole. Rounding, the price of an item will have to be rounded to the nearest 5 cents or 10 cents when you buy something at a shop with cash, because we no longer have 1 cent and 10 cent coins. So just as a little piece of advice or a little table of information, a price ending in 1 cent or 2 cents is rounded down to the nearest 10 cents. For example, $9.91 is actually $9.90. So that one there, the 1 cent, is just rounded down to a 0. If it ends in 8 cents or 9 cents, it's actually rounded up to the nearest 10 cents. So $88.99 goes up to the next, which is $89. 6 cents or 10 cents, if the price ends in 6 cents or 7 cents, it is rounded down to the nearest 5 cents. So $78.17 ends in a 7 there, so it's actually $78.15 if you're paying with cash. Of course, if your parents are paying with an EFTPOS card or a bank card, then they would just be charged the exact amount because they're not dealing with cash in that sense. But if you're paying with cash, it is rounded. If a price ends in 3 cents or 4 cents, it is rounded up to the nearest 5 cents. So 33 cents is actually 35 cents. So what I'm saying is if you had an item that was 33 cents, you would actually have to give 35 cents worth of coins over to the cashier. Please remember to stop and rewind the video at any point if you need to. Alrighty, so let's look at some examples. I can just keep the answers on, that's okay. Alright, so moving on to examples. For rounding money, how would a board game that costs $22.99 be rounded when purchased at the shops? That one there, you can just go back to the previous table. Ends in a 9. So it's rounded up to the nearest 10 cents, excuse me. So that would actually be put up to the next, which is $23. That can be written like this or like this. How would a pool table that costs $548.53 be rounded when purchased at the shops? It ends in a 3 there for the cents, so you would move that up to a 5. So it's $548.55 in actual coins if you have to pay with cash. Moving on to adding money. This is just a split method. So here the question is, John bought a very cheap surfboard for $10 and a pair of socks for $2.20 or $2.20. How much did they cost? So this is trying to work out how much it would cost altogether for him. Here I've just written it out as the $10 plus $2.20 equals what? And to break this one up, you can just add the dollars first. So I'm just going to here add the $10 and the $2, which is $12. And then I'm just left with the 20 cents. So I move that 12 down again. So I've got $12, and then I need to add the 20 cents from over here, and then it's $12.20. Another question. Sal bought a milkshake for $5.15 and a brownie for $4.25. How much did they cost? So for this one here, I could just use a column addition method. So it's where I just put them into columns, making sure the decimal points line up. Very, very important that you have them in the correct space or place in the columns. So here I start at this column, 5 plus 5, and that's why I've got a 1 there, is 10. And then I would just add 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 more is 4. And then over here, 5 plus 4 is 9. $9.40 would cost for Sal to buy those two items at the shops. This is the number line method. George bought a water bottle for $1.25 or $1.25 and a lollipop for 80 cents. How much did they cost? So here, what I've actually done is I've already got it written out because it's got those beautiful colours. Is I've actually started at $1.25 here, and I've just added 80 cents onto that. So I've actually broken it down a little bit because I wanted to go, well, I'm going to go 20, 40, 60, 10 more is 70, then 75, 80. And then I would know that I've actually set it up as that's 80 cents bouncing across, and then what I could do is then fill in the gaps. So I could then go $1.25 plus 20 cents is $1.45. You actually don't need that C there at all. Sorry about that. And then you go another 20 cents would be $1.65, another 20 cents would be $1.85, another 10 cents would be so 10 cents more after $1.85 would be $1.95, 5 cents would make it $2, and then 5 more cents would make it $2.05. So in total I've added on 80 cents just in small little bounces, as I like to call them. And so I end up with, it would cost $2.05. So remember your force, this is just a few different ways of working out these sorts of questions. It's best to try them all out before you decide on which one you feel is the easiest, or which one which makes the most sense to you. So on your homework sheet we've got a few questions. First one is to do with rounding money. How would a board game that costs $56.99 be rounded when purchased with cash at the shops? John bought a surfboard for $20 and a rashi for $9.50. How much did that cost him? Have a go please at using the split method for that one. If you're not sure what that is, rewind the video, watch my example. Sal bought a milkshake for $7.10 and a brownie for $6.20. How much did they cost her? So have a go using the column addition method. George bought a water bottle for $1.25 and a lollipop for 50 cents. How much did they cost him? Here I've already set up $1.25, and for this one here, the number line method, you're just adding on 50 cents after that. And whatever you end up at with adding on 50 cents worth is your answer of how much it would cost. So please stop the video now and have a go at answering the questions. Here are the answers. For the first one here, that would be rounded to $57. Question number 2, the answer would be $29.50. Question 3, $9.35. Question 4, it would be $1.75. Please mark those on your homework sheet. Alright, so please have a go now at recording how you would use this topic in your real life, any questions or comments you have, and also parent comments. Thank you so much for listening to and watching this video.